My name is Ritisha Roy. I study in class 7 of Shri Chaitanya Techno School Newton branch. Today I will do some practical experiments on neutralization reaction. But before any chemistry experiment, we must always wear a pair of gloves because some chemicals may affect our skin. So always remember to wear a pair of gloves. Now you may know or not know about this, but neutralization reaction is a type of double displacement reaction. And now you may ask, what is double displacement reaction? I will explain it to you briefly. So over here I have taken AB and CD as two compounds, and I have assumed that A and D are cations and B and C are anions. And in aqueous solution, the ions are roaming around freely. And over here, A will attract C as it is a cation anion pair, and B will attract D because it is a cation anion pair. So it will result in AC compound plus BD compound. Now you may ask, why isn't A and B combining back together? And you may not understand it at first, but right now I will explain it to you. As you can see, I have written something over here called the reactivity series. It is a series which shows that which element is more reactive than the other element. For example, potassium here is the element which is most reactive, and phosphorus is the element which is the least reactive over here. Now let's assume over here C is more reactive than B. So C will displace the position of B and react with A and become the compound AC, and B will react with D and create BD compound. So I hope you have understood, because now I am going into the elements of the experiment. So right now the materials required for the experiment are one acid. For now I am using hydrochloric acid, one base which is sodium bicarbonate, one indicator which is methyl orange, and as you may know from my earlier video, it is a synthetic indicator. And you will also need some water because you need to create an aqueous solution. So after combining the acid and the base, we will get an equation which is HCl or hydrochloric acid plus NaHCO3 which is sodium bicarbonate. And over here from the reactivity series we can find out that sodium is more reactive than hydrogen. So sodium will displace H's position and react with chlorine and create NaCl which is a salt. And H in the other hand will react with bicarbonate ion and will create H2CO3. And internally H2CO3 will break into two compounds, H2O and CO2, or water and carbon dioxide. So finally the equation formed is HCl plus NaHCO3 is equal to NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. So right now I hope you have understood, because I am right now doing the practical exam. So first I will add some base to test you. 1 or 2 scoops are enough. So as you can see over here, this much is enough for the experiment. And right now I will add some water so that it creates an aqueous solution. This much water is enough. Now I will start mixing around the base so it mixes in properly. And right now, what you see in front of your eyes is a basic solution because sodium bicarbonate is a base. So, right now I will add 1 drop of methyl orange to this solution. So as we know from my earlier video, whenever methyl orange comes in contact with anything basic, it forms a yellowish orange color right now, which you can see. Now slowly I will start adding 1 drops of hydrochloric acid to the solution. Wow, look, it's getting a bit orangish in color, right? Now you may know that when methyl orange is in its neutral form, it is an orangish color, as you can see over here. So now we can conclude that the hydrochloric acid and the sodium bicarbonate, since the acid and base are neutralizing each other, that is why it's creating an orangish tint, as you can see. And CO2 over here is a byproduct. As you can see, there's little bubbles coming up. And now again, when we add a little bit of base, it will again turn yellow because the base will take over the power of the acid. Right now I will show you. See, it's still now it's reddish, but when I add the base, it again turns yellow because the base has taken over the power of the hydrochloric acid. As you can see, this is a very interesting experiment because in lifetime you saw how hydrochloric acid mixed with the base, which is sodium bicarbonate, in this experiment literally neutralized perfectly. So right now I hope you have learned something new and also enjoyed this video. So for now,